I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking up without the same mistake. Darling, when you go away, it won't be as simple for you.
Yo, guys, it's Old Man G back again. Apologies, I would have done obviously this preview before, but it's pre-match. It's pretty much a pre-match preview for the Spurs game, which is going to be kicking off at 5:30 UK time BST, so in basically the next 25 minutes. Remember, guys, if you are new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter and X, and smash that notification button for latest United news and more, to be honest, because as we saw later this week, I am trying to cover other teams. That Real Madrid PSG game was absolute fire. So yeah, stay tuned for more United and non-Manchester United related content. Thank you for those watching in the stream as well. Shout out to Upab. Let's go. Thank you, man. That's fire intro, man. Yeah, man. And now, as always, head over to my guy. Hope you're doing well. Apologies for lack of members hang up this week. That will be resuming from next week. So yeah, United versus Spurs. The starting 11 obviously is out, and I'll just quickly go through that just for those obviously who don't know, who aren't following on Twitter. Let's just quickly see. So De Gea. So a few things I think just for pre-game to know is that De Gea, Bruno Fernandes and Scott McTominay all tested positive for coronavirus. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's going on regarding the measures, to be honest, even as a medic as well, because the UK government did kind of say that you didn't have to isolate because of having being positive for obviously the virus, but for some reason that I don't know. I don't know what the policy is, to be honest, right now. So especially because fans and people who are not vaccinated or who are positive can still go to games regardless. So I'm really confused really as to what the UK policy is and how they communicate that to other people. But basically that's the reason why Scott and Tomino aren't present in this lineup. Then I think De Gea returned a false positive test, so that's why De Gea is now back in goal and Henderson is on the bench, much to probably Henderson's dismay. He's probably not particularly happy that his potentially first start of the season is now not going to happen because obviously happy that De Gea is fine. So, but unlucky for Henderson basically. So because he probably wanted to get some game time this season, and hasn't, So he's obviously it's not ideal for him. Is what I'm saying. It's not really ideal for him at all. So going actually into the lineup, obviously kickoff is going to be in about just over 20 minutes from now. I don't know what United fans think of the game. Personally, I'm quite nervous. Not as nervous as I was against Man City, because I knew we were going to lose against Man City, but more about just what Spurs is going to turn up and how we're going to do against them, really. So yeah, De Gea, Maguire, who is captain still, and is I don't know. I'm not going to go on about that, but Maguire's fine. Pogba, Ronaldo, Rashford, Fred, Varane, Dalot, Sancho, Tellez, and Matic. So Shaw's in back. I don't know if Shaw is still isolating. So it's going to be Tellez and Dalot as the full backs. That's fair. So the midfield is going to be Matic, Fred, and Pogba, which I think that's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see Pogba now playing that Bruno role. He's now not going to have to worry about defending now. It's literally going to be, it's one midfield that we haven't tried. It's one midfield that we haven't tried. It is one midfield that we haven't tried. And obviously with two midfielders out, there's no choice. We don't have any other midfielders, So, I mean, on the bench, just curious to see what the bench is. On the bench, we have Henderson, Bailly, Jones, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Lingard, Mata, Elanga, and Cavani. So Cavani is back on the bench. I would have liked Cavani to have started, but there you go. If I had to change the team, I basically would have put Bailly in centre back, obviously over Maguire, or Lindelof, or anybody else. But it is what it is. And then I probably would have put Elanga. I would have put Sancho on the right and put Elanga on the left and done it that way. We're still trying to force British players into this team that are not in form. I back the team and I hope we would get the win. But I am getting a bit tired of players that have I don't see any reason why Rashford should start this game. Not because I have any issue with Rashford, but because he's had bad form and we should be playing players to form. Elanga has for the last has been better than him, so he deserves to start. And Maguire, enough said, So it is what it is, really. So yeah, that's basically the starting lineup for the team. Shout out to Raymond, man, long time no see, man, long time no see. Let me get your comment up, Raymond. Shout out to Raymond, man, like long time subscriber as well, the channel, long time supporter. Thank you so much for dropping by. I'm with United through thick and thin. Let's go United. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Don't get me wrong. It's been recently. I've been very how should I say, unmotivated with Manchester United in general, and even the channel to a certain extent in terms of delivering content, because the way the United have played has been very unmotivating. It really has. So, but at the end of the day, you're a United fan. You're a United fan through and you've got to stick with these guys. I hope that we get a result. The midfield certainly, I think, is interesting. I don't know how long Matic can play, because we don't actually have, from what I can see, we don't even actually have a midfielder on the bench. We don't. Mata is not a midfielder and Lingard is a midfielder. We don't actually have a midfielder on the bench. We have to, so as soon as two midfielders get out, we don't have any midfielders. So, even I would even play a youth player, but we don't, and it's crazy. Maybe Mata could make shift the top, and then you could bring Fred and Pogba back. But Pogba and Fred, Fred and Matic, presumably are going to play 90 minutes, unless you take off Matic at some point, and then put Fred in the DM and then play Mata or Lingard possibly. That's always another option as well. Uber Atleti says, should United play on counters or more possessive style? In general, what do you mean in this game? I think in this game, I think that we have to be more possessive, because I know that Conte is going to set up Spurs to counter-attack. I think that's what he's going to do. If you're saying in general, against. I think that we can do that against the big teams, and we should do that. Aim to do that because we're not going to outpossess City or Liverpool, any of those teams. But against the small teams, I think that we need to get hold of the ball. Um, that's why I think we should. We need to get hold of the ball, and that's that's the most important thing. Against this Spurs team, the Spurs are going to be set up to counter. I will suspect. So I suspect, especially at Old Trafford, we're going to have a lot of the ball. And with that midfield, we're going to have a lot of the ball. And Matic, hopefully, will calm things down the midfield. And Pogba being in the sort of Bruno role, hopefully he can do bits and supply Ronaldo and supply Sancho and supply Rashford. And hopefully they can see things off, you know. But I am hoping for a positive performance by likes of Rashford and Maguire as well. So what is my score? So what is my score prediction? Actually, I should have done a combined 11, but the Spurs fans, but it is what it is. What is my score prediction? I still think it's going to be 1-1. I still think it's going to be 1-1 because, you know, United rarely keep clean sheets, which is sad. It's very, very sad that we can't, but we conceded so many goals. We rarely keep clean sheets. So I think that we are, you know, we are probably going to concede. The question is, do we have enough firepower to score more goals? Spurs defense is also leaky as well. Let's not get it twisted. So, but generally, I think that sorry, that we've struggled to keep clean sheets and we struggled to score goals. Hence why I think a draw, and I think Conte as well will be happy for a draw. And I guess it depends on how much both teams want to get top four. Because if both teams have a chance of getting top four, then they have to win this game. And if United lose this game against Spurs, top four is officially. I mean, it was officially done in my opinion last week. But if they lose this game in particular, like there's no going back from a loss to Spurs at Old Trafford. It's over. Especially when you still have Liverpool to play, Chelsea to play, Arsenal to play. It's over. You know, there's a chance of still getting top four if we can get a result against Spurs and Arsenal and Chelsea. Maybe not Liverpool, but Liverpool still have to play Arsenal as well. You know, so if we can get a result against Arsenal, Chelsea, and Spurs today, then there's still a chance of getting top four. But we basically have to win all of our games from now to end the season to have a chance of getting top four, plus or minus Liverpool. You know, but at the end of the day, when you're now, I think we're a point ahead, point behind Arsenal. They've got 3 games in hand. It's Arsenal to lose. Sorry, got a bit of indigestion here. It's Arsenal to lose. And all I just want from this United team is a positive performance. That's all I want. That's all I want, guys. That's all I want. Let me just have a look and see what the Spurs lineup is. Let's have a look. Who's playing for Spurs? Just double check. Just double check here. Who's the Spurs lineup? At Spurs official. Okay, so who's the Spurs lineup? Let's scroll quickly on Twitter. So Spurs. So Lloris, Doherty, Romero, Dyer, Davies, Reguilon, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Kulusevski, Son, and Kane. So I presume that's mostly unchanged. Obviously, have to worry about Son and Kane doing their thing. You know, last time we went to Old Trafford last season, they peppered us, they destroyed us. Now, don't get me wrong, no shoddy red cards in this game. We obviously beat them at Spurs last season, and we beat them at Spurs this season. So they obviously want to do something, but we've got to be ready for business. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Hey, guys, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. For those who are watching, those who will be watching. I know it's a bit of a short one, but I just want to get this sort of preview out there just before the game started, just to make sure that you know my thoughts on this game coming in. I obviously have a post-match reaction after the game, sharing you my thoughts. But it's difficult. I'll be honest, guys, it's difficult to get hyped for Manchester United these days. It really is, because you it's almost like you're setting yourself up for failure sometimes. So I hope that's not the case. But I will be here when the game is over, and we'll take things from there. We'll take things from there. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Smash the notification button when we get live. Obviously, we'll be covering the Atletico Madrid game next week, which is going to be a big game for United season. And potentially, I'll end with this, and I don't want to be negative, but potentially United, the next two games are going to, including this one, going to define United's season. If we lose this game and then we lose the game on Wednesday against Atletico, it's over. The season is effectively over. There you go. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a nice day, everyone. And cheers.